gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Please subscribe with notifications on.
Hey there, parrot lovers! Have you ever heard a parrot shout something like, "Pretty bird," even their own name? Well, what if I told you that parrots don't just mimic words, they might actually give each other names? That's right. Scientists have discovered that some parrots use unique calls to identify specific individual, kind of like how you'd call out to your friend in a crowd. Today, we're diving deep into this mind-blowing behavior, how it works, and why it makes parrots some of the smartest birds on the planet. We already know parrots are incredible mimics, some can even learn hundreds of words. But here's the crazy part, they don't just repeat sounds randomly. Research shows that parrots, especially in the wild, develop signature calls, special sounds they use to communicate with specific flock members. Think of it like having a personalized ringtone for each of your friends. And in captivity, parrots like the famous African grey ilex have even been observed inventing labels for objects and people. So, are these basically parrot names? Let's break it down. Let's start in the wild, where parrots like green-rumped parrotlets, tiny, colorful birds from South America have been caught red-handed naming each other. A groundbreaking 2011 study in Current Biology found that these parrots don't just inherit their calls from parents. Nope, they actually create unique signature calls for their mates and close friends. And here's the kicker, when two parrotlets become buddies, they even tweak their calls to sound more similar, almost like an inside joke. Scientists think this helps them recognize each other in huge, noisy flocks, kind of like how you'd spot your friend's voice in a crowded room. Now, let's talk about the Einstein of parrots, African greys. The legendary ilex, studied by Dr. Irene Pepperberg, didn't just mimic words, he understood them.
What matter? Whoa, that's right. How many? That's right.
He could correctly label objects, like calling an apple banary, a mix of banana and cherry. But here's where it gets wild, Alex also seemed to name things he cared about. For example, he called his favorite treat, yummy bread, and even referred to himself as Alex. Was this just mimicry, or did he actually grasp the concept of labels? Researchers believe it's the latter, showing that parrots might assign meaning to sounds, just like we do with names. So why do parrots do this? It's all about social bonding and survival. In the wild, parrots live in tight-knit flocks where communication is key. Imagine you're flying through a dense jungle, you need a way to say, "Hey, I'm over here," without getting lost. That's where these signature calls come in. They're like personalized GPS signals for parrots. And in captivity, parrots often transfer this behavior to their human caretakers, creating special sounds to get their attention. Some even name their toys or favorite foods. Basically, parrots aren't just talking, they're networking. Now, parrots aren't the only animals with name-like calls. Dolphins, for example, whistle unique signature tunes to identify themselves, and they can remember these names for decades. Elephants also use low rumbles to greet specific family members. But here's what sets parrots apart, they learn and modify these calls throughout their lives, almost like how we might pick up a nickname. Plus, there's evidence that parent parrots teach their chicks these calls, passing down their language, something dolphins and elephants don't do. It's like a generational family tradition, but with squawks. Understanding parrot communication isn't just cool, it's critical for their survival. Many parrot species are endangered due to habitat loss and the pet trade. By studying how they name each other, scientists can learn how to better protect their social structures. For example, reintroducing a captive parrot to the wild isn't just about food and safety, it's about helping them communicate with their new flock. Plus, the more we learn about parrot intelligence, the more we realize how much we still don't know about animal minds. Maybe one day, we'll even crack the code to full conversations with parrots. How awesome would that be? So, what do you think? Do parrots really use names? Let me know in the comments. And if you loved this deep dive into the secret social lives of parrots, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more wild animal facts.